YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer, welcome back to Gallop Racer 2004. Thank you guys for love and support. We're kicking off a new year 39 in this playthrough. We have a couple of 2-year-olds that'll be hitting the track, but most importantly, we've finally gotten around, well, I've finally gotten around to naming our group of yearlings. Gave, I believe, 5 names to you guys, and then Project Horses, I gave some names as well. So you can see across the board, everybody is 3 stars, so that's obviously good. At least for now. We'll see how these horses actually end up once they get out on track, which is still a year away from that. But regardless, let's go from the top. So we have Flying Home. This name was contributed by Caden. And this is a 1-year-old filly from He's Stargazing out of Real Happy. See the pedigree in there, Western Tiger, Vivid Legend, Pink Gemstone, Arctic Crop. So a decent pedigree going, at least. We're getting quality in there. So I'm really excited for this guy. I think He's Stargazing. He's been pretty successful so far with horses that I've used him, or I should say horses we've gotten from him. So Real Happy, I think this is the only time we used her. So this should be interesting to see if, we'll get anything special. Lots of abilities in there. Everything essentially on the board could be in there. So hopefully we get a really fun horse. Next is Extreme Kick. Kayla, this is your girl. From Formal Opera out of Toxic Blonde. You see the pedigree. We have Blues Breeze, Lee's Gold. So lots of speed, lots of heart. So hopefully that's the case with this filly. And she is the daughter of the late great Secretariat. So that should be exciting. Move on here to this Gentle House and Chasing Hearts colt. Whispering Gold. Abigail, this is your dude. So Whispering Gold from Gentle House out of Chasing Hearts. Arctic Crop, Swabbuster also in the pedigree. Should be exciting. Chasing Hearts, I think, has done well so far for us as a broodmare. So, yeah, her with Gentle House should be nice. Guys, by the way, think about tack that you want for these horses once the time comes. I mean, you can leave a comment now or just message me in Discord or whatever, and I'll save it for when these horses actually get on track if you know how you want them to look once they're older. Moving on, we have another colt, Cafe Bronco. This was provided by Vins. Vins, this is your dude. From Gentle House out of Tigress of Stone. Pedigree runs very deep, as you can see, all the way back to Western Tiger and Swabbuster, Arctic Crop, Night Breeze, Flying Cowboy, Pink Gemstone. Tigress of Stone, she has a solid pedigree going, hence why she had the success she had on track. So, again, I feel like all of these yearlings are going to be really strong because we use Gentle House in 5 of the breedings. So I think that's going to help out a lot, hence why everybody's potential is pretty much maxed. And really excited for Cafe Bronco here, son of Tigress of Stone. Moving over to a project, well, not really a project, it makes sense. Butterfly Effect, up until Cleopatra and Galaxy Star, had been our best broodmare. We're breeding her with Gentle House. As you can see, Butterfly Effect came from Western Tiger and Irish Fleet. So it should be a really strong colt here in Revenge. One of my favorite songs. Don't know why I said that twice, but we'll move on, shall we? Another one of my project horses from Golden Boy out of Free Fear, Rock You Hurricane, a.k.a. Rock You Like a Hurricane. Shout out to any of people that were fortunate to grow up with 80s rock, man. Some good stuff. So you see this pedigree, Western Tiger, Aunt B, Honest Pegasus, Lee's Gold, so on and so forth. So again, solid pedigree, strong horses, quality horses, and Rock You Hurricane. Really excited for what this guy is going to do. And last but not least, we have Comet Inspector. This was suggested by Texting Story Z. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. Like, what? What are you saying, Eric? From Gentle House like a Black Ruby. First of this particular breeding, so we'll see how this goes. I expect nothing less. Beautiful colt. So as you can see, there is our group of yearlings and a reminder of the 2-year-olds that will be hitting the track this year. Lockwood from Gentle House out of Real Happy, 4-star potential. You see the pedigree. Vivid Legend, Arctic Crop in there. So Lockwood should be interesting. Angel Hearts from Gentle House out of Chasing Hearts, 5-star power. Arctic Crop's in that pedigree as well. Should be really exciting. Marksman, another colt. From Fairy Singer out of Butterfly Effect. I have a feeling this guy might be one of the strongest in the group. I know some people were a little hesitant on doing this breeding with Fairy Singer, but we get it. We have explosiveness with him. Hopefully with Butterfly Effect, and that front running ability, we could get a really strong front runner and marksman. Front runner, there we go. Glam Queen, I think she is, yeah, she's one of 2 fillies in this group. From Gentle House out of Free Fear. Not good flex, but good power rating. Still 4-star future. From Gentle House out of Free Fear. I think she'll be fine. And the game is being a little passive on her rating, and that's fine. And last but not least, Fairy Singer and Moon Trapper. My last Moon Trapper baby. Moon Singer is the name of this gal. 4-star future, but 3 stars and 2 stars on the flex down below. Desert Diver Ant B. She'll be interesting, but Moon Trapper's had success with all of our foals so far, so I have no reason to believe that horse will be any different. I'll go ahead and get a quick save here and get ready for another year of Gallop Racer 2004. Only year 39, though. When you think about people in the community that have played the game for a long time, I still feel like I'm not that far. I know a lot of you guys have gotten to like 100 years and over 50, right? I'm still a long way away from that. So there's still a lot to achieve, but that last episode, like honestly, so much fun. Wasn't expecting to win the Dream Series, my second time out, but that just shows you the quality of horses we have now for us to be in that position to have won it. Absolutely awesome, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. Just double checking everybody's in a race this year. A lot of older mares now, as you can see. A lot of the older girls getting up there. Valley King still going strong. His 7-year-old season. Still on a winning streak. 9 grade 1s. In form. September Sky. She's 6 years old. She's still on a winning streak. 12 grade 1s. Putting in back-to-back finishes. Solo Rider. He's not doing bad, but not getting the wins like we wanted. So I think I might still be chasing a title with him. Let's double check. Yes, Horse of the Year in GWS Turf. So we can really retire him at any point if we wanted to use him for breeding this year, which it depends. What do I even have him booked for? A grade 2? I guess I'm going to drop him in class to see if we can still stack some more wins with him. Frugal Arc. How many titles does she have? 6, I think? No, only 3. I'm thinking about Gallop Racer 2003. She's still got a ways to go. She's still sustained. We can still see she's on a winning streak, 13 grade 1s. Little Vixen. Little Vixen's pretty much at her peak, 5-year-old mare. Now, 8 grade 1 wins. I think she is a GWS sprinting champion. Yeah, she is. She had a hard year last year, but she got that GWS sprint title. This girl is officially a Hall of Famer. Miss Vaporwave. From Moonbee and Awesome Autumn, only 2 grade 1 wins. She's already on the decline. Not really sure why I'm keeping her. She has no abilities. And she's struggling to win. I mean, she has a good winning record. 10 wins out of 17 starts. It's just the grade 1s we're struggling with. Do I want to use her for breeding? No, I don't like that temper rating. The power rating's the stamina's just at the bare minimum. Yeah, like I said, she has a decent record, but I don't think she'll be worth putting back there. Soy Conquistador. She's peaked a while ago. But look at her record, man. 7 wins, 12, or should I say 7 grade 1 wins. 12 of those are just general wins. I should say 7 of her 12 general wins are grade 1s out of 16 starts. If I could get my life together. Bombed the last race, so her stats are nothing impressive. Like, temper is whatever. The stam is average. Power's not great. Her speed, she was never really fast. Heart is okay. But again, she's double S, and she fights a lot harder than what her stats say, you know. So I think she is a horse I do want to use because she seems to have a good rhythm going. But again, no titles. Hall of Fame would be nice. Yeah, she needs a title for sure. I have no idea what we're close to, but we'll have to check later because there's no grade 1s at the beginning of the year. Vivid Eyes from Vivid Legend out of Moon Trapper. 5 grade 1 wins, 10 wins in general over 20 starts. I think she ended up getting her GWS Turf Championship. So she is a Hall of Famer, from my understanding. So the pressure should be off with Vivid Eyes. Yep. That's the thing. Once these horses win a GWS title, like, I'm okay. That's really my main accomplishment. And then we can win other titles with them if I think they're possible. But I really just want to get that main GWS title win. Crazy Hunter, she's got 10 wins total. 8 of those are grade 1s. She's been on a roll. past her peak, but still going strong. So Crazy Hunter, I can't remember. She should have the GWS. No, she doesn't have a dirt title. She could try to go for it this year. I think it's still going to be a pretty tough ask. Runner of the Tokyo Queen Cup. She'll have an impost. I forgot about that. Kyoto Queen Cup. Okay. Runner in a grade 2 on the dirt in Kyoto. Nice tune-up. Bay City looking really strong here. 6 grade 1 wins. She's won 11 of her 12 starts. So yeah, on a roll. From He's Stargazing out of Moon Trapper. And remember, I was talking about it earlier. He's Stargazing. You look at those top 4 categories: speed, stamina, staying, and power. That's what she'll get. That's what you'll get when using He's Stargazing as a sire. You'll get all 4 of those stats very nicely above the 70 mark. So to me, that makes He's Stargazing a really good sire to probably use going forward. No titles yet, but she's on her way. Great light type as well. I mean, we can run her anywhere from last to second. So lots of flexibility with Bay City. 9 to 13 furlong. Still don't know her dirt rating. They want her in a grade 2 in March. Going 15 furlongs. It's quite a stretch. I personally would rather run her 11, but she'll have an impost. I mean, I'm sure she can run that race. Is that really what I'm trying to do? Or do I save her for a grade 1 tune-up? I think Heaven or the Climax. Let's put her in the Climax. That'll be her first race of the year. 12 furlongs. I was going to say, she's been going for the Lawn Champ title. So one more, she should be there. Yeah, she won the Paris Royal at 15.5. But we'll keep her in that grade 1. Delta Dream would be in the Kyoto Stakes to kick off his year. Delta Dream, what a dirt horse, man. This dude is seriously the truth. 8 grade 1 wins, 9 wins total in 11 starts. Setting records, just absolutely doing the thing, man. 3 titles already, Dirt Champ, GWS Dirt Horse of the Year. And only 4 years old. I wonder what his turf rating is. I feel like that's what we need to find out. Just to see if there is any flexibility. Because Formal Opera has the flexibility, remember? So technically speaking, Delta Dream should be decent on the turf. You look at his, not his tack, but the pedigree, if I could get my life together. Like I said, Formal Opera does have, and Pink Gemstone, both. Yeah, the fact that I've actually been running him on dirt, which I know he's good for that, because that's Formal Opera's best thing, but yeah, there's turf in there for sure. So, like, in my opinion, we need to see what he's capable of. We can make this guy a multi-champion, a multi-title champion beyond just the dirt titles. Red Wings, still trying to figure out what to do with her. She's 4 years old. I like her. She's competitive. Her stats are not great. 73 power is nice. Her speed is okay. Everything else is kind of average, really. She's at her peak. And she's doing better, but no real promise for grade 1 potential yet. It's kind of what I'm trying to figure out with her. Get her in a grade 2. See how she handles that. She's another one of those horses I'm kind of thinking about when it comes to breeding. Kinky Light, just picked this guy up. 4 grade 1 wins already, 5 starts. Or excuse me, in 6 starts. Had to get another gray. My Bomb, another great dude. He picked up for the dirt. Good speed. Power, feel and temper are good. So we're going to get some very calm horses, since most of our studs have bad temper. They have attitude problems. So I'm trying to balance that out a bit. No abilities, 3 grade 1 wins out of 7 starts, so I think he's doing well enough. Perla Ball, Silver gave us this horse, late growth type. So this is a horse we have to stick with. Classy and Smart. Look how many horses we have. Just giving you guys the rundown. Classy and Smart. She's got 2 grade 1s out of 3 starts already. 3-year-old filly, looking good, from Golden Boy out of Free Fear. Eastside Band, 99 stamina. Gotta love it. From Diamond Plan out of Tigress of Stone. She's 3 for 3 with a grade 1 win so far in her career. So she's absolutely rolling. Good abilities. First Down Dash. She's got a grade 1 win out of her 3 starts. And yeah, from Golden Boy out of Black Ruby. Little My. From Former Opera out of Moon Trapper. She's 1 for 2 so far. Point Black. Diamond Plan out of Toxic Blonde. 4 for 4. Winning streak with Point Black. Just goes to show you, Toxic Blonde, man, for that speed, she really could have actually done pretty nicely for us. So we have Rapid Blade from Long Live Bolero out of Butterfly Effect. Project Horse of Mines. But didn't do well in the first race. We have the horse's leg type, which helps. She should be decent, I'm really hoping. From Butterfly Effect, I really do hope that she'll, develop into a really strong horse. You can see she's going to have a later growth type. She's not peaking until 4 or 5 years old. So we have time with her. So I'm pretty excited. She's already got 62 power. We'll see her speed and stamina probably soon. 3-year-old colt, Storm Owl. Hasn't got a win yet. Only a place. From Golden Boy out of Chasing Hearts. Good abilities. Also won't be peaking for probably another 2 years. We'll see how he turns out. Should be decent, though. Actually, should be above decent. Last but not least, Eastern Knife. I don't remember if... I think I bought this horse. 10 to 16 furlongs. Most of us know about Eastern Knife. Good abilities. Pack passer, I like that. And 2 for 2 so far. So that is the rundown of all of our horses. Let me just double check. Everybody is in a race I want them in. And the game doesn't put them in a race they shouldn't be in. So, to be honest, I don't think we're retiring a lot of horses this year because they're all still so young and they're doing so well. I just accepted the fact that we're just going to be racing a lot of horses every year. Classy and Smart get her in a grade 3. That's fine for a tune-up. That's why I want to double check. But, I mean, there's not a whole lot of horses I want to retire because we also have good broodmares and studs back there. Like, I don't feel like we need to rush. So I'm just kind of going to go and flow this year. Obviously, certain horses I won't race as often, especially if they've already kind of achieved a lot. I'll try to be a little bit more picky with putting them in more ideal races, as opposed to just running them in races week to week just because I can. Like, I don't think that really helps us. So, all right, everybody's good to go. So we'll be kicking off today here with this Vaporwave. Like I said, she's trying to figure out if she's worth keeping. Gotta see if we can get her some grade 1 wins eventually. Don't really like I said, her stats too much, to be honest. Speed and heart aren't bad, to be honest. And if power was at 70 at a point, that's okay. But is she worth breeding? Eh. She's a horse I may retire pretty quickly whenever she is able to be retired. If nothing really picks up with her. You just kind of have to be sensible. Can't retire and use everybody for breeding, right? So kicking off today, finally. After the long introduction of the new names and all the horses and where we're at, how everybody's doing. Miss Vaporwave, she is the favorite here today in this grade 3. Let's see if we just get her a win. And, yeah, it's the only downside now of getting such great horses. We're really going to have to be pretty picky with who we decide to retire because we can't put everybody back, in the breeding barn. We have to be extremely selective, so... I think obviously there has to be a priority, right? We have to use the horses that have arguably done the best on track out of their stablemates. We have to use them first. And then once we get enough, or I should say get a couple of foals from them, if we want to retire them, we can. I'm kind of learning to be a little bit more patient. Sometimes I feel like I've retired some studs or broodmares too early. And then we found out later that they gave us a super horse. So I don't want to be in the habit of doing that. I want to at least give the broodmares and studs a chance. I want to make sure I can at least see how their foals do on track and see what the quality is. If I'm not getting the quality horses I want from a particular broodmare or stud in regards to certain stats, being at a certain level, then obviously we'll know we can probably replace them, right? So I'll take a look to see. Broodmare-wise, I think we're pretty strong right now. I'm not really feeling tempted to replace anybody immediately, We just put some of the girls back there. They're not really that old. I at least want to get a couple foals out of them. Out of all of them. But we'll double check. Maybe there's somebody back there we can kind of replace. Well, she's rolling really good. Grade 3 here. Get her on the outside. Get her off the rough. All right, let's go, my girl. Here we go. Drive. No revo. Don't think we'll need it. Furlong and a half left to go. Miss Vaporwave in cruise control. Easy tune-up. Kick off her year. Like I said, I don't think she'll be used for breeding because I don't know. There's just nothing that entices me to want to use her for breeding. But I think she's a decent horse. You know, like she can finish consistently well for the most part. She doesn't have any serious drawbacks. I just think she doesn't have super great attributes outside of, like I said, a good heart rating and a decent speed rating. But you know, the idea is we need to be able to win grade ones with her, and if we struggle to do that, I just don't think we can use her for breeding. So, like I said, she's probably one of those horses I'll retire pretty quickly. I've raced her 17 times. I mean, come on, that's a decent amount. I think we've gotten good time with her. New catalogs. I mean, new products on the catalog again. I always forget it's just in here. Like what? Let's see. I'm just going to go here. Bronze for what? So this is on bronze horse. Enter my horse into the Hall of Fame, must have castle. And then enter 10 my horses into the Hall of Fame. Staying rating increases in Dream Series races. And then staying stays up in GWS. Well then, that certainly will help things a lot for us getting titles or winning GWSs at least. Allowing us to keep our speed. Staying is one of those abilities I think you can get away with not being the greatest, but realistically, a horse with a really good staying rating is always going to help you tremendously in a lot of those tougher races. Being able to keep that speed up longer than the rest of the opposition gives you, you know, that chance to really kind of cruise through. So, bronze and silver, gold is next, which is 20, and we'll be there before you know it. So, yeah, there's still quite a bit for us to achieve in this game. So that's why I'm really excited, obviously, to continue playing and leveling up. Just because we finally won the Dream Series and we're doing different stuff, there's still races I need to obviously do. We still have to win the Dream Cup, I believe. So there's still plenty to go. Let's look at the broodmares first. Let's see, does anybody need to be replaced? Chasing Hearts, we've gotten quite a bit from her. Cleopatra, she's new, not replacing her. Real Happy, I don't know how she's going to be. So looking who's back here right now, I think Chasing Hearts and Real Happy will be the first to go. Butterfly Effect, we've barely used her. We're getting quite a bit out of Free Fear and Black Ruby, but they're good horses. There's really no reason to release either of them. Not great stats on the right side for Black Ruby, but again, speed and stamina are S and A, good temper as well, good heart, you know. So I think she'll be good to keep. In Free Fear, she's pretty solid. Bad power rating. That's really her worst attribute. So I feel like with the right studs, we can balance that out. Real Happy, she's all right, but you can kind of see the difference, right? Her best attribute is just her speed and staying. Everything else is super average. So I think we'll get another one out of her from Golden Boy, and then we'll probably have her replaced at some point. Chasing Hearts, we know she's giving us good horses, but I think out of everybody that's back here, you know, Chasing Heart, she's been here a while. How old is she? She's 15. She's up there. Wow. Cleopatra's only 8. She's young. Tigress of Stone is only 10. Real Happy's only 8. But again, I think statistically we need a stronger horse in this spot. Butterfly Effect is 11. Free Fear is 9. Galaxy Star is 8. You know, Black Ruby's 10. Like, we can use most of these girls for still almost another, you know, half of a decade, right? Chasing Hearts, I didn't realize she was this old. But yeah, I mean, when I think about it, she's our first horse in the Hall of Fame, guys. Think about that. I think I entered her into the Hall of Fame when she was 5 or 6. So I feel like she's been here for almost a decade. It's kind of crazy to think about. She's been back here this long. It did not seem like that at all. Yeah, wow, that was a while ago when we won our first GWS. So yeah, I think we've gotten plenty from her. So I think Chasing Hearts and Real Happy will be the first to go for the broodmares. Let's look at the studs. Diamond Plan, not touching. Gentle House, not touching. Joker's Card will be going. Fairy Singer most likely will be going. Golden Boy staying. Burning Wind will be going. Stargazing should stay in Opera. So with the studs, I think it's obvious. Burning Wind will go. Fairy Singer, Joker's Card. Yeah, Joker's Card, what do you get? S and A, decent abilities. Fairy Singer, average, only spurt. And then Burning Wind. Burning Wind with a really strong broodmare of a dirt horse could be okay, but again, you see the stats, nothing special. So I think we can definitely let those guys go. They're kind of dragging down the quality, right? Everybody else is over 20K, and then you got Joker's Card, Fairy Singer, and Burning Wind struggling. I love the horses. It's just like we just have to think about, obviously, the future and what's going to be stronger. So we do have some horses to replace at least. I didn't really know if we had any slots available, but we actually have a couple for both sides, so I think that's good going forward. Hopefully you all are doing well, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing this summer. Hopefully it's going as you need it to go. Moving on to a grade 3, Pearly Ball, his tune-up of the year. Expected to finish 7th. See his growth type. Should be an easy horse to work with, honestly, so don't think things will be too complicated with him once he starts to hit his peak. Master Shadow with the record here. 8 furlongs, running a mile. And we're off and racing. Apologize for that. Well, it was a nice clean start by all the horses, as this race commentator calls it. He calls for Keiba City in Tokyo, or wherever it is in Japan. I don't know. No, I don't know if that race course is actually in Tokyo. And there's another one in Tokyo he does call. But as long as no horse, I guess, stumbles out of the gate, even if a horse is 2 lengths behind the rest of the field out of the start, he'll still say a clean start. So that's just his thing. Everybody gets out well. Nobody stumbles. Nice clean start by all the horses. I don't know why it's funny to me. Race track announcers are really interesting. I like that everybody kind of has their own way of calling a race. I think that's what makes it pretty unique and special, you know. So I do appreciate that when it comes to that aspect of horse racing, for sure. Okay, Pearly Ball, let's go. Let's go, brother. Let's go. And we got a Revolution with last corner leader. I think that's game. Like I said, this dude should not be a problem once he hits his peak. I think we'll be in a good rhythm. He has a good leg type, a good ability. He's really easy. He's not going to fight me down the backstretch or at any point in the race. He's pretty responsive considering. So, Pearly Ball looks like going to come here and go from expecting to finish 7th to winning by about 1.5 lengths. Absolutely upsetting the bookies. Well, the not so bright ones. Obviously, if he was expected to finish 7th, I mean, you're not winning anything ticket-wise for that. But, well, let's look at what the dividends would have paid. So, basically, he would have paid, what, $7.80 to win? Not bad. The exacta would have paid $48.30, as far as $48.30 in USD currency. Trifecta would have paid almost $400. So, if you put some money on our dude Pearly Ball to win, you would have had a decent day. Let's go! It's Silver's horse. Wow, who would have thought? The time Silver actually gives me a horse, it's literally like the perfect horse I would want to ride. Thankfully, Silver seems to have come around. He didn't like us for a long time. For no reason, like some of the other trainers when they just have their moods of not liking us. So, that was good for Vaporwave. She got a win. 2 for 2. Gotta get you in a grade 1. Royal Cup. I think we gotta try it. I feel like if she can't win that, I'll retire her. Won't use it for breeding. Yeah, definitely got to see what she's capable of. Pearly Ball. That was your first win, dude. Only a second race, but doing well already. So, really excited for his future. We'll give him a layoff. Give him some time so I'm not just racing him too much. Grade 2, I don't know if he's ready for. We'll put him just in a 9 furlong open. Just try to stack some wins. Race him every couple of months. Keep him fresh. All right, 3 wins to 3 races today. All right, Point Black is up, our 2-year-old filly or 3-year-old filly. 3-year-old filly. Rapid Blade, my project horse, 3-year-old filly. She's up. And in the grade 2, we have Frugal Lark with her tune-up. All right, let's see how this goes. Kind of happy the jockeys aren't annoying me with challenges. Hey, do you want to challenge me? No, I do not. I do not. Point Black. She's up in this open. Expected to finish second. Meaning I'm going to go for the win, which I always go for the win anyways. Point Black from Diamond Blend out of Toxic Blonde. She's looking strong already. 79 speed. She's going to be fast. She's bound to be fast. She's from Diamond Plan, who's very fast. And they both had over 90 speed figures. So Point Black. She should be faster, I guess I should say. She's almost at her peak, and her speed's not increasing that much. She should be a lot faster. And I think it's one of those weird things where, like, her rating doesn't really show how fast she is. But actually racing with her, you know, that sense of speed is felt. So we'll see how she continues to develop. And we're off. It's a good start here. All right. Belmont Stakes just happened as of yesterday, which for you guys, it'll probably be several days after, because I'll be uploading this at a later time. And one thing I can say, I'm really having to learn when it comes to horse racing. Be very wary of who the general public thinks is going to win. Keep in mind, I love Forte. I have nothing against that horse. It's really a shame that he got injured when he did and didn't get a chance to run in the first 2 legs of the Triple Crown. But people, I mean, he was going down as even money. And my whole question to people, I was saying this in like comments and some forum boards. I'm like, you know, Forte is coming off of a layoff after not running in the first 2 legs of the Triple Crown. Does anybody not expect him to have a little bit of lag? You know, I thought people were being a little bit overconfident with Forte, just expecting because he was such a great horse, he was just going to make up for it. Close race and stretch burst. It's not going to be enough to hit our goal with Point Black, though. Probably should have gotten her going a bit sooner. I thought she would take off. She didn't really go anywhere, so that's not an ideal race. But goal achieved. Was it top 3? I guess it must have been top 3. Yeah, spurt wasn't the greatest, so missed timing on my part, but she hit her goal. I was kind of worried we weren't going to do that, but we did. But man, I was, when I'm watching that race and I'm looking on the backstretch, and you know, a couple horses are starting to make their move, you know, and try to challenge the National Treasure for the lead. I didn't see any sort of urgency from Forte. I think Irod, literally, you could tell he was trying his hardest. And Forte did rally, obviously, at the end. He got up there, but really, really closing finish. I never really thought he was going to win the race just off of just performance. I felt just him not being able to run in those first 2 races of the Triple Crown, or at least one of them, really just kind of worked against him. I think now, obviously, having this good finish in the Belmont, I think next time around, whenever we see him back in a Grade 1, I think in that field, he'll be better prepared to actually win that race. You know, it's Irod's first time racing with them, obviously, in quite a bit of time. So, you know, I think he was sitting back. Had he actually ran a little bit closer to the leaders, he wouldn't have had to do so much overtime working in the stretch, and I think he could have been in a better position to win. But like I said, you're talking about running the toughest leg of the Triple Crown, competing against, you know, the field he was running against. I just felt like it was still asking a bit much for a horse that just came off the layoff. So I'm so excited to see what happens with him throughout the season. Arcangelo, great win, great story with the trainer involved. So it's been good. We've been getting some good stories from horse racing. You know, we're not going to talk about Mr. BB for those of us that know him. We're not going to talk about him and his Preakness winner and all that. But for the most part, there's been some good stories this year from trainers from different backgrounds, different cultures that have been winning. So I think that's been good for the sport of horse racing. Moving on to a grade 3 of the Rapid Blade, my project horse from Long Live Bolero out of Butterfly Fetch. She has Bears, last corner leader, counterclockwise, not good. And she's a front runner, good power rating. I would love to know what her stamina and speed are. Hopefully we'll see. She's my attempt at trying to make a serious filly to mare contender in the Bolero bloodline. We still have yet to get a horse that has surpassed the Great Bolero's achievements, and this is well over 4 decades ago, basically. So, yeah, this has been a long, long project of, let's be honest, and forgive me for being this way, failures as far as the horses we've had. They've won some races, but none of them have accomplished anything close. None of them have gotten any titles or have done as well as Great Bolero did on the dirt. Now, she's running on the turf here, and obviously that's a given. We have that flexibility with Butterfly Effect being a turf horse. I do wonder if she'll be able to run on the dirt, but I don't know yet. So, just got to keep her in the lead. Make sure she's not overworking herself too much. I really don't like being on the rough here, but we need to save inside leverage. I don't want to run her on the outside yet. All right, max stamina. So that's not great. I hope Long Live Bolero didn't I hope she didn't inherit her father's stamina, because Butterfly Effect, I mean, she had 90 stamina, plus 90. So I hope Rapid Blade doesn't inherit Long Live Bolero stam, which was nothing like his mate Butterfly Effect, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay. We're supposed to finish 4th. We get last corner leader. Do you have enough to finish, my girl? The field is closing. Field is closing. Field is really closing. Come on, Rapid Blade. Just got to finish 4th, and she just gets there. Oh, she finishes 3rd. That's podium? All right, 3rd place. So again, her stamina is certainly not what I thought it should be, so that's something to be mindful of. But we hit our goal. And double outs on the Spirit, apparently. That was all she could do. Game apparently said I did the right thing, so. Again, hope that stamina obviously improves. But yeah, a decent run. She didn't fight with me. She was pretty responsive throughout that race, so I felt that was pretty much ideal result. We're here in a grade 2 with Frugal Lark. 12 furlongs. Long race. Us and Mental Drama carrying handicaps here. We're still the favorite by over $1. But Frugal Lark is just that type of horse. You can put a handicap on her and she will still make a fool of the other horses. If that even makes any sense. But you know what I mean. All right. Should be a comfortable ride here with Frugal. Good start. We're off in this grade 2. Mental Drama is his second favorite, but I really shouldn't have to worry about that horse. It's a good start for Miss Frugal Lark. Move it to the inside here. And she's pretty comfortable right here. As we look at the super packed grandstands for a grade 2, which that's really how horse racing is in Japan. I kind of appreciate that. I feel like I've watched certain tracks here. And for grade 2s and grade 3s, there's not really a huge turnout at some of those tracks. And it's kind of disappointing. And it could be a clear day. Now, I go to the grade 3 Ohio Derby. We always have a really good turnout. Like, it's standing room only for the most part, as far as even being outside. We don't have too many spectator stands outside. You know, it's just like, I really wish they would upgrade that part of the track. Like, it definitely needs something a little bit more. You know, so most people are just standing naturally anyways. But, like, you know, it's a lot of people. It's almost shoulder to shoulder in certain parts. So that's one thing I appreciate. Thistledown, for the most part, has really below average racing. But when it has special days and special events, especially if there's a grade 3 or some graded stakes races being run, which is not too often. But when we do have them, it is a really fun time. And like I said, we do get a good turnout. I just feel like I've seen some tracks that looked like nobody was there, and I'm like, they're running a couple of grade 3s. So it's just, I just feel like that's unfortunate. You know, I really do. But yeah, there's a lot of people that actually come to Thistledown for the Ohio Derby. I'm actually really, I'm grateful that we have a track. They were thinking about getting rid of our track a couple years ago, and look at Frugal Lark absolutely running away here. May have gotten her going a bit soon. 10-7 in that last fraction. She is pushing it. Come on, Frugal. Mental Drama trying to make a challenge here. But, yeah, we cleared pretty early. Never in doubt. Made it close. Could have saved her a little bit. Easy grade 2 win there for Frugal Lark. But saying all that to say that for horse racing in Japan, a lot of their tracks, there's grade 2s and grade 3s. It is sold out how it looks in that game, like completely sold out. It's as if like it's a Kentucky Derby every time there's a grade 2 or a grade 3, but that's just the norm. So that is something I really do appreciate, you know, about about, certain places of horse racing where they do have good turnouts. All right. So, pretty good week there. We're moving still so slowly. But that's what happens when you have a bazillion horses. So Frugal, what am I even chasing with you now? Longchamp, I would assume. She got her mid-champ. I'm just trying to see what other grade 1 she has that we can focus on. Anything over 12? Okay, she does have a couple over 12, so let's work on a Longchamp for her. So we'll have to wait a bit, which is fine. King Cup Spring, can you handle that, my girl? 68 stamina, definitely not. I'm not saying it would be impossible, but I don't think that'd be a smart race to put her in. Just wait for something that's more reasonable. It's going to be quite a while. Red Flower Stakes. Yep. So next time I'll race her, see if she can handle that. If she doesn't, have to change plans. Let's see. Pearly Ball. No, I squared you away. Point Black. I've been playing a Toxic Blonde. Still need to figure out your minimum distance. Is she a dirt horse? Great on the turf. No, she wouldn't be a dirt horse. I don't know why I thought that. Racing her 6 furlong, grade 3. Up the stakes. See how she handles that. Rapid Blade. Yeah, she's actually been finishing well, so... Two shows out of her 4 starts. And again, she does have a longer growth type. Speed's only 53 so far. Dude, that means she's like not even going to be fast. She'll be like a 73 if that. Guys, Long Live Bolero really might have tanked this. This project may not go as planned. You want her in a 7 furlong grade 2. Is she ready for that? I'm going to keep her in opens, to be honest. I'm not ready to run her anything like that. I think she's still got a ways to go. Yeah, I really hope Long Live Bolero wasn't like a total bomb of like a stud. Like, I knew he wasn't great, but I'm hoping he doesn't ruin, her potential that much. That would really kind of stink. Because then it was as if, like, Butterfly Effect wasn't there. I'm hoping the stamina is decent, and again, she does have years. I think the stamina is okay right now, so hopefully her stamina is really good, which means she legitimately will be an endurance horse. 53 speed right now. Like I said, once she peaks, yeah, I don't think she'll be able to run anything under a mile. And I'll be curious if she can handle a mile strongly. Like with her speed, if it's lower, will that work? Let's look at the next 4 races here. We have First Down Dash up in an open, 3-year-old filly. We have Major River, 5-year-old mare. She's getting better, closer to her peak. Only 3 wins out of 12 starts, but as you can see, we're starting to win now. So Major River starting to come into form. We have a grade 2 with Kinky Light, 4-year-old colt. And our first grade 1 of the episode, the Kyoto Stakes with Delta Dream. I just put him in this race just because. Like, I'm pretty sure he already has his Dirt Champ title, so I just put him in this race, I guess, just to get another grade 1. But after this, we're going to switch him to turf. He has turf in his pedigree, I think, with Formal Opera and Pink Gemstone both. So I'm curious what his rating will actually be. So we'll start racing him on turf now and see how he does. I don't know what Collins is saying, nor do I care. The usual. First Down Dash. Group of 3-year-old fillies. First Down Dash is the favorite by about $1. There's our beautiful girl. Still don't really know about her. She's already at her peak, so she should be really fast. She should have good stamina from Golden Boy out of Black Ruby. She's anything like her father and her mother. She should be really good, and she should be able to do that for years past her prime. Like, she's going to peak now, but she should still be strong as like a 5 and even a 6-year-old. That's the quality of horse she should be. We'll see if that actually holds true. She gets out well. She's ready to go to the front. Just kind of hold her back. It's not the race we're running, my dear. We need to be competitive, obviously. This is pretty much a sprint. Okay, we're overworking a little bit. She's fine. 10-8. 10-8 in that last fraction. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I guess she wants to go, man. She wants to go. 11-1. Okay. She lost the head-to-head. We'll see if she actually bounces back and responds. Come on, my girl. Let's go. She gets last. I've never had last corner leader activate at that late stage of the race. And she's got plenty of stamina left to go, but apparently losing that head-to-head really did mess with her, and we're not going to get the win with First Down Dash. Interesting. Well, that's 100% on me. You know, I'm used to having horses that sometimes lose head-to-heads, but like they still bounce back and win because they're so strong. That's just kind of what I assumed with her, but apparently not. Like I said, not a good stretch run. I waited a little bit, but again, we've done that. We've had success. Apparently, it's not going to work with her, so she's a little bit of a mental. She has mental roadblocks. I wonder if the blinkers would help. I might actually put some on her just to see. Anyways, we're up in a grade 3 with Major River. Hopefully we don't lose her off of that effort. That would really be a bummer. Top 5 goal here for Major River, but I will try putting blinkers on her. And obviously, again, we'll be more mindful of our stretch run. We'll see if those adjustments will help her out. And I also have to check her previous races just to see where she was. I know I've won with her, but I want to see what type of races I was running with her. Like I said, that wasn't a good ride from me. But the head-to-head thing, I don't really remember. Maybe it happened and it's just been a while, but I don't remember her being discouraged off a head-to-head. So that's interesting. Like, if we've won a race, but it was because she didn't get discouraged by the head-to-head, well, I wouldn't have known that. Now that I do, obviously I got to make sure I'm more mindful of that. Is we haven't really, I mean, I don't usually get horses with bad heart ratings. I usually ignore horses with bad heart ratings because it becomes a headache for you, right? So we haven't really had that be an issue. Now, there's totally a possibility she could have inherited a really bad heart rating. I don't think Golden Boy or Black Ruby, I don't think either of them had bad heart ratings, but I can't 100% remember, so we'll see. But I'll have to get back around to First Down Dash. Hopefully next time, if the game doesn't take her away. And from my understanding, it shouldn't. Here we go with Major River. Really strong run. And no Revo. Great run for Major River. In this grade 3. Target is goal 4. Position 4. 7 is closing. Major River still staying strong here. She's got less than a furlong to go. Half a furlong. 7 is still closing. Major River, can she hold on? And she is going to get it done in the grade 3. Impressive, tough fought win there for Major River. Like I said, I feel like she's good in this game. I feel like they kind of unironically nerfed her in 2003. At least for the AI. I'm not saying for us as the players. The AI don't know how to use her in 03 at all. She never beats us. In this game, she actually seems to be worth her flowers. So good win there for Major River. Good grade 3 win. So she's getting into form. Still about another year until she actually peaks. So I think that's good rhythm. Kinky Light up in this 11 furlong grade 2 is the favorite by quite a margin. In fact, he's the favorite by $4. So yeah, considering the field, that's kind of surprising. We're like a $4 favorite. Mythical is here. You guys remember Mythical? That's where Philly we lost recently. You see the silk colors. Those are my silk colors. And Mythical, her stats are actually not that great. And she peaked. See, that's the thing. The horses we end up losing, most of the time, their stats, they don't really pan out to be anything special. I mean, this is where she's at now, obviously. And there's still categories I don't know, but that speed and stamina already coming down that quickly, to me tells me she didn't have much. So, should be an easy win here for Kinky Light. Should be an easy win. Don't know why I waited so long for that. It's my fault. But it's fine. We can kind of run him as a mid runner if we want, so no pressure. And we have post position anyways. Or we have inside post position, if I could speak correctly, so I think we're alright. I think we are A-okay, I should say. So yeah, I've been watching horse racing, but I haven't really been like paying too much attention, to be honest. It's more so been background noise for me. Like I have been watching, but you know, my usual like kind of getting into deep kind of analysis and research of the different, you know, 3-year-olds, some of the really good 4-year-olds that are still running and kind of following them. I'm not really doing that with horses this year. I'm just kind of enjoying it for what it's worth. But I also haven't had the time. I feel like it takes time to really kind of keep up with everything, right? It's not just something that you just do. Like it's something that you're passionate about and you have the time to kind of actively watch races, you know, from all these horses. That's the thing. I'm not at home a lot, so I don't even have the time to watch a lot. But when I do get home, you know, I'll catch up and watch like America's Day at the races since they live stream. Catch up on what they're doing. I'll turn on Twin Spiders sometimes as well, just to see some races at some tracks. But like I said, I'm not really following any particular horses or anything super heavy. I'm just kind of watching it when I'm watching. Like I pretty much watch it. I'm watching horse racing daily, but again, just not really keeping up with so much. And we're off with Kinky Light. Off to the races he goes. Beautiful gray. Absolutely in cruise control. Just driving. Driving. Pushing. Didn't really want to whip him on that last stretch. I just wanted to keep just working him like that. There we go. Easy grade 2 turn up win there for the beautiful gray Kinky Light. Gets it done. Well, take it, as I always say. 7-length winner over Yes Sirree, who had no chancey. And Silver is happy. All right, I'm done. Done making a fool of myself for the time being. And Delta Dream, Kyoto Stakes. Not worried about a single horse in this field. Not that I should. He's beaten all the best dirt horses essentially so far. So, yeah, should be another easy win for Mr. Closer Delta Dream from former opera out of Pink Gemstone. Who would have thought this guy would be a monster of a dirt champion? But no surprise from his dad being Secretariat and his mother being Pink Gemstone, who I think is definitely a channel favorite in regards to her toughness, her heart. She was the first original horse, I think, the first original filly and broodmare that showed such heart and tenacity, you know, despite not winning as much as we would have wanted her to. Like, she wasn't a Hall of Famer, but she should have been, you know. Pink was really tough. She fought with some of the toughest horses in the game, finished in the top 5, top 3 all the time. She just couldn't quite always win some of those races. You know, she was just a little bit behind, but she was always there. You know, like I said, she was really stronger than what the game gave her credit for. I think that's what we appreciated about her. All right. So, yeah. Back here with Mr. Dream. I know we're running slow, brother, but we got to be in last place. You don't really have a choice. Yo, that's 7 horses. Absolutely. Who is that up there? Rolling. Sudden Prize. I mean, I've lost a Sudden Prize on certain occasions, so that horse is not completely out of possibility of winning the race. So I'm going to get Delta Dream on the tail end of this field once we hit the backstretch. I'm just in cruise control. Granted, he has a great stamina figure. I shouldn't have to worry, but like, there's no rush to run him harder than he needs to. That's kind of been his success. Now, the rail appears like it's open. I don't really know if it is. So I'm going to see once we get on this back straight. I don't want to send him to the rail if it's actually not open. Okay, what we're going to do, I'm going to move him in between this horse. Send him to the outside because I don't trust that the rail will actually be open for us. So just get him on the move. Get him on the move. Delta Drain making an early move on the outside. Going 4 wide now. This turn is going to hit really quickly. It's got to work. It's got to work. Here we go. Running wide. Get him back into the inside. And roll with Delta Dream. The guy is gone. He's gone. He's gone. What an absolute dirt monster. He's doing better than Secretariat, isn't he? On the dirt. We were not doing this with Secretariat on the dirt. Delta Dream is insane. Absolutely destroys the Kyoto Stakes field. Never had an original dirt horse like this in any game. Delta Dream. You dude. You are a rock star, my man. My gosh. What a win. What a win. Running 4 wide on the outside on the backstretch. Rolling. Not slowing down. Coming around turns 3 and 4. 13 length winner. Field didn't stand a chance. Our old baby girl Mythical wasn't in this race. She must have been in the last one. I totally forgot. But regardless, what a win for Delta Dream, man. Sweet victory. The horse is good, but your riding clinched it. Go on. Just keep on winning. I feel like I made Sheba go from like being English to then maybe being Japanese within the span of 10 seconds. Well, except for first down dash, it was a good week. And again, that was my fault. So let me make sure we haven't lost our girl, and we haven't. So let's see. One grade 1 win with first down dash was the Young Crown Cup. So yeah, I have been winning with her. Clearly she doesn't have a good heart rating, so I really just have to be mindful of that. Or not good enough. I'm not going to completely condemn it. So, just have to be mindful of that. Put her in a grade 3, get her tune-up back. Let's see. Point Black. Race with you. Frugal, you're good. Vaporwave, race with you. Delta Dream. Now we're going to start him on his turf campaign. He's proven he can win on the dirt. What a win. Yeah, I get why he's exhausted. He destroyed that field, man. So the first good turf tune-up we can give you. Heaven Stakes, I would race him in that, but him not being at 100% doesn't really seem fair. So we're going to give him a fair grade 1. Fleet Stakes, 9.2 furlongs. Yep, that's a good test. Or Singapore. I like Singapore. I think that this is a pretty tough race to win if you don't have the right turf horse. Like if you just put any turf horse in it, you're not winning is going to be difficult. Some really good horses enter that Singapore race. So if he can win that on turf, then we can roll. If not, I might retire him early because like there's nothing to do except stack wins with him. I guess we could do that, but I also don't want to take away dirt races from somebody that actually needs it. But I guess we'll work around their schedule. So 9 to 13 furlongs here for Kinky Light, working on a mid-champ title. We can run him in the Heaven Stakes, can't we? Yes, sir. Kinky Light. Get you back in a grade 1, brother. I feel like who am I forgetting? First down dash, gotcha. Forgetting a horse. Somebody isn't in a race. We race with 4. No, haven't raced any of you guys yet. Vixen, haven't raced you. Soy, haven't raced you, I don't think. Vivid Ice, neither. Who am I for? Oh, Major River. Major River. We're in the grade. No, we're not doing that. 9 to 12 on the Dutch. I was going to say, I don't know what she's going to be able to do. Universal Cup? I don't think she's ready for that. And GWS-wise, no. She doesn't want to wait this long to race, which is kind of annoying. Let's It's really nothing for you, River. I'm just trying to work with what we got. Put her in a grade 3. Tune up. Just kind of keep her rolling. Did we lose a... No, I thought we lost a horse. I don't think we did we? Oh. Alright, we should be good. We have a race here with Little Mai. I think we'll get this done. I have no idea what I'm doing from breeding this year, to be honest. Probably more or less the same. I kind of want to get a little bit more maybe out of, like, stargazing. He has good stats at the top. I just want to see if we do that with some stronger brood mares, what type of horses we could get. He's a horse that should have been a GWS champion. I think I won 12 G1s with him, but couldn't win the GWS. Just by the time I tried putting him in those races, trying to win it seriously, he had already kind of been past his peak, and he was just struggling to win. And we had some tough fields. I was way too late. I should have won him his GWS when he was winning a lot of his grade 1s. I waited till after he started to slow down. So he's from Western Tiger, and I do want to see if he's capable of kind of giving us Western Tiger style horses. Some of our best have still come from Western Tiger down in the pedigree, right? Like our strongest horses typically have Western Tiger in them. As far as our originals, most of them, our best ones, Western Tiger is somewhere in there. So I want to continue to kind of keep that. It's working for me, right? It's working for us. Little Mai, she is the favorite in the 7 furlong open on the dirt. And she's not running on the turf, but I don't know where her turf rating could be. Again, Formal Opera, she has that flexibility. She could be a decent turf horse. Formal Opera and Moon Trapper. Basically, Secretariat and Moon Trapper have produced Little Mai. You virtually know nothing about her. We'll try to figure it out. All right. Pretty good start there. Former Opera and Moon Trapper. She could be anything. That's the problem. Like, I'm surprised we don't actually know. I would think with Formal Opera having a leg type of being able to run anywhere from last to first almost, she should share that. But, like, the game hasn't told us yet, so I have no idea. But I think she should be comfortable running as a procedure, so I'm going to keep her here. For sure. See, we get 2 pink hearts. Okay, these aren't bad. I still don't know what all those different little horse icons mean on, like, the slot machine, but I know certain ones that are good and certain ones that are bad. I do know that, at least. Okay, Little Mai. She's going to take off on this field. Furlong and a half left to go. The daughter of Secretariat and the daughter of Moon Trapper. She's going to roll on to a nice grade 3 here. Keep the gap. 5 is closing, but too little too late. Never in doubt. Little Mai, you're a winner. Good stuff. We'll take it. Just an open. But wins are wins, right? Wins are wins. Little Mai, good win. Length and a half. C on the position. So if she's not a procedure. So what is she, a closer? She might be, huh? She very well could be a closer. Interesting. I wonder if they'll actually tell me now, or they'll still be playing hide and go seek with it. All of our 3-year-olds are like C's. Yeah, still not telling me. 70 power, that's good. Turf, dirt, okay. Aha! That's the first time I actually got that ability on a horse. And it's just, I mean, it's an auto one, but still. Turf and dirt, okay. So this is a flexible filly that we have here. We can race wherever we want. I'm racing her on the dirt now. Let's actually try her out on the turf. Grade 3. No, let's run her in open against 3-year-old fillies. Top 3 go to the Cherry Cup, or top 2. So Yeah, I'm excited for Little Mai. And I mean, she's a Moontrapper foal. You guys know how I feel about Moontrapper. And she's from Secretariat, basically, with Turf Dirt OK. If she turns out to be a good horse, having that Turf Dirt OK for other horses, hopefully going down the line, that would be fantastic. So let's look at 2 more races here. Classy and Smart's 3-year-old filly. She'll be up in a grade 3. And another grade 3 here with Soy Conquistador. We'll probably have a couple more races, and I still want to make sure I keep a couple episodes for you guys. So I'm trying to still be mindful about making sure they're long enough, but not too long. Otherwise, it'll be longer in between episodes. So we've done well today. I mean, I had one race I didn't hit my goal. Otherwise, we've pretty much been winning and placing. So it's been a good start to the year. Classy and Smart, favorite in this grade 3. I didn't even look at the rest of the field, but like, is there really a point? I mean, we should be winning these races. These are not the tough ones. Classy and Smart from Golden Boy out of Free Fear. Looks absolutely beautiful. And bad power rating. Minimum distance is 10 furlongs, so we know she has some lungs on her, but like 49 power, that's kind of disappointing. It worries me for Europe. Like, I'm hoping her strength of pedigree and maybe her other stats make up for the bad power rating. Like, if she has a really good stamina rating, good speed, I think that'll help make up. Her stamina, in fact, has to be really good for her to make up for that power rating. That's the best way I can combat a bad power rating. As long as the horse has really good stamina, like, you know, like S-ranked stamina at the minimum, I think you can make up for that, right? The power rating helps you with your horse's endurance, obviously going uphill and all that. So if you have a horse with a good stamina, figure, yes, the power rating will still make them work hard, but them having more endurance in general will allow them to, I think, tackle that obstacle a little bit better. That a major drawback. So it's kind of obviously what I'm hoping here with this filly. Don't have no idea where she wants to run. Golden Boy Free Fear, she should be a preceder. I don't know why the game isn't telling me, but maybe she's not. Maybe she's a mid, maybe she's a front. Until I know what their lay types are, I'm just going to run them as a preceder. To me, that's the safest bet. Still keep them at the front because I don't know if some horses will have the ability to challenge from behind. Okay, so she's in the fight. She's in the fight. We are the favorite. She should be able to pull away here. This 2 is going to run with us for a bit, but that horse hopefully will tire out. No, it's a real horse race. Classy and Smart and Light Striker, the favorite and the co-favorite, essentially battling. Look at this race. We are down to the line. Classy and Smart. She's just going to pull through. Oh, Bears, what happened? Did we get the win? What a race. I just knew we were going to drop that horse. Oh, wow. They're going to give it to Classy and Smart. Holy cow. What a race. I think I actually need to watch that back. I just knew we were going to... I didn't realize Striker there was the second favorite, Light Striker. What a finish, man. Holy cow. Well, yeah, like I said, these races are easy. That was probably the toughest race we've had all day, in all honesty. Gosh, Light Striker, what a battle. That horse was not giving up. Like, that was seriously, man, that was almost a heat and heat type of situation. Just neither horse wants to give at all. Kind of reminds me of the Preakness finish, actually. So, what a win there for Classy and Smart, as she should have. But man, Light Striker, hats off to that horse. Was that Collins on there? That was that was Collins. That was a heck of a race. What a stretch. For a furlong and a half, we are literally neck and neck. We don't get those races that often, and when we do, they're so fun, man. Classy and Smart, she kept her head in there, didn't she? She was not going away. Light Striker would answer back. Classy and Smart would have to respond. I wish I would have gotten her going a tad bit sooner, but clearly Light Striker was going to be there with us the whole way. What a race, man. Down the stretch we come. We're taking off, and then here comes Light Striker right to our outside. And look, it's just us two. Neck and neck. Light Striker, Cleopatra, rolling, grinding. We are working. We're on the whip here with Cleopatra. Furlong left to go. These horses are still neck and neck down to the wire. Classy and Smart not giving way. Light Striker not giving way. What a grade 3. What a race that would have been to witness, man. Literally right down to the wire, separated by a nose. 147-9, the final time, 11-7. Those last fractions, man, what a hard-fought win. And C on the position. These C ratings are not helping me, Gallop Racer. They're not helping me, Tecmo. This is not what I need. No. Last race of the day, Soy Conquistador, another grade 3. She's the favorite. Should be an easy win. And she's doing quite well from Diamond playing out of Chasing Hearts. Again, her stats look very ash, but I think she's a lot stronger than that. So I'm letting it ride with her for the time being. I cannot get over it. I should have saved that race. But you know what? The good thing about YouTube is I can just, save this race from the video. That's essentially what I do if I've, not saved certain races and I want to go back and watch them. That's the point of kind of uploading that's one good point, I should say, of uploading the videos. But I mean, that was one of the longest neck and neck battles I've had with the horse in this game in a long time, man. We were actually like that for almost 2 furlongs. That's insane. A furlong and a half of horses battling like that, it's one of the best things to see. I saw it at the Ohio Derby, I think a couple years ago. Was it Owendale? I think it was that Ohio Derby with him running it, if you guys remember that horse. I think that's the horse I'm thinking of. What year was that? What year would that have been? See, this is gonna bother me now. I mean, I go to the Derby every year. It's just my years are a little bit. My memory for the years are a little bit all over the place. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it was Owendale or Owen. Yeah, let me see. Owendale. Yeah, it was definitely Owendale. No, Owendale just won the Ohio Derby as of last year. What horse am I thinking of? Or was it Owendale? I'll have to look after this race. It's going to bother me. I'm sure some of you know who I'm talking about, but... Last corner leader, Soy Conquistador. Running nicely here. 11. Looks like we'll be staying. 10-9. Soy Conquistador. Rolling. Get her on the whip. Oh, I overwhipped. Oh, I almost messed up. I literally got lost in the sauce there. Just like wasn't even paying attention. Now, Owendale, forgot Owendale had passed. What year was that Ohio Derby? Yep, it was 2019. Yeah, that horse, gosh, that's sad. Didn't even know that horse had passed away. But yeah, he won the grade 3 Ohio Derby. It was him and whoever the runner-up was. I swear to you, I was watching this race live in person at Thistledown. The horses were battling neck and neck for almost about a length and a half. You can just watch that race up, like the 2019 Ohio Derby. It was a heck of a finish, man. It was so exciting to see in person, especially knowing just these horses were stronger than the regular, starter allowance maiden level horses, right? These were... there was, I think at least 2 or 3 Kentucky Derby horses in the field, which we do. It's one thing I'm very fortunate of having this track. I do get to see some Kentucky Derby horses in person, which is always awesome, even if it's only a couple. And it's really a difference. People acting like, there's no difference. Like when you see just regular, again, horses running that are in starter allowance, maiden claiming races for $5,000, and then you see horses that are in greatest stakes races racing for $500,000 and over $1 million, there is a very clear difference in just their overall speed, how they look out there. It's so noticeable. So that's always something that I've really enjoyed and appreciated about horse racing and seeing. Yeah, it was Owendale and Math Wizard. They were battling, and now I'm going to the end. And let's just see how long. Yeah. Owendale and Math Wizard, yeah, they were going neck and neck for about a length, full, right down the stretch. It was such an awesome race to witness, man. It really was. Yeah, so it was really cool. Guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode. Appreciate your love and support on the channel. Any thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I see you guys showing the support, so that's really all that matters. And, yeah, we'll be back some more Gallop Racer 2004 action here very soon. Until next time, Wars Racing Gamer sent out. Well, you're great and fantastic day. I'll see you later, and goodbye.